Hello, this is Death Rider, and welcome back to Final Fantasy I Mod of Balance. This will most likely be the finale. Yeah, now we're on the floors that... the elemental floors. Oh, I never mentioned. I went ahead and got everyone to max level. I likely showed that at the beginning of this episode. I'm not really sure when I'm going to do it. It was like a 2-minute clip. But I showed that, so I'm not going to go into it. So I'm going to ignore most of the chests in here. All except for one in particular that I know of. So yeah, I'm going to race through most of this. There will be some battles of note in here. I don't really remember where to go now that I'm in here. Yeah, so... Okay. Actually, I think this is the floor that's a dead end, isn't it? Oh, no, okay, I'm on the outside of this now. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, speed through this a little bit. Actually, I'm not gonna speed through this as much. I'm still gonna speed through the battles, though, obviously. Because those are just repetitive. Okay, so now we're... Well, I'm not there yet. We're getting there. I think I am, at least. Or I don't think we're there yet. To the, floors of note. So for each fiend, there's going to be a respective floor. There's going to be the earth floor, water floor, fire floor, and so on. See, right now we're still seeing, like general enemies, I guess you could say. I want to see. I'm about to beat the game. What is my bestiary at? 94. That's not too bad. Alright. But anyway, yeah, we are fully decked out and ready. Okay, so actually this must have been this was the earth floor. So there's an interesting way that this game handled this. We're really good on health. To proceed to the next floors, we refight these bosses. I don't know if these are going to be a challenge at all, but we have 2 guys with light weapons against the Lich, so I'm not surprised that went as quick as it did. Valen and Mace have Lightbringer, and what do you have? Ragnarok. Didn't we just get a ring? Crystal ring. Okay, well... Anyway, yeah, each of these floors are specific to their element. So this should be the fire floor. Yep, we got lava worms. Did he just do 5,000 damage? I'm gonna just get right through all these. I, for the most part, remember my way through. There really isn't much here in the Chaos Shrine. You pretty much just go through these elemental floors, refight the bosses, and then that's it. It's down there. So then, like we fought the Lich, we will be refighting the Merilith. I'm not gonna buff for any of this. So these bosses, these elemental fiends, have a little bit more health than their initial counterparts. Not that much more. Like the Lich, the first Lich had I think 2,000, and I think this Lich had like 4,000 or 3,000. So it's not a significant increase. Okay, so now we're in the water side. This episode's gonna be immensely short, just because there really isn't anything here. The battles are the only things that would really make this take a while. So the Merilith and the Lich, Lich, Merilith, and Tiamate, I remember where their encounters are. Kraken, I don't remember. So, yeah. Looks like I went the wrong way. Oh, wait, nope, I went the exact right way. I don't really remember my way through these floors all that well, so this is actually kind of impressive that I'm getting right through this. Oh. Yeah, I remembered it just at the last second. So yeah, it's also kind of funny to look at Faron with his 1600 magic. Carrack also has 1200. I did not know Carrack had 1200. Kind of a shame because there really aren't any spells that I could have that really utilize it. Okay, B4. So this is wind. I know I said I remember where Tiamate is. I remember. Okay, so I did. I didn't remember exactly where, but I know that it looked like that. Like he was in that shape of. In the room, I knew that was the shape of where he was. We're just. He's almost dead. Yeah. Chaos, though. I'm a little curious to see what the. I think his name is Jeff. The mod creator did with Chaos. Oh, Warmech. Yeah, and I did eventually figure it out that Warmech is the death machine or whatever he's called. I didn't realize that he was made insanely easy to spawn. Okay, so there is an important chest on this floor that I'm gonna look for. Oh my god, Tiamate. I never knew this. I didn't know Tiamate was an every time spawn. I actually did not know that. I never needed to find that out. I never had a situation where I would have needed to know that. Or I would have found out. That's actually kind of funny. You could just infinitely fight Tiamate. But yeah, I think it's down here. Wow, these encounters are quite irritating. Yeah, funny thing about Carrack's Orichalcum, it heals undead. Whoa. What happened to the text? Okay, let's act like that didn't happen. I'm gonna in editing, I need to remember that happened. That's very interesting. Maybe with the speed up, it kind of messed it up a bit. Oh, nope, there it is. I think there was 5 types of enemies, and it kind of like shifted the numbers down because it couldn't fit. Only 4 fit. Wow, that is actually fascinating. I think I mentioned earlier in this Let's Play, I wonder what would be like I wonder why they couldn't have more than 4 enemies on screen at once. I believe this is why. That actually looks really cool. This is why. Holy crap, everything was messed up. That's really cool. So yeah, this chest actually has... I don't remember if it was the strongest weapon in the game, but maybe second strongest. Masamune. In the original game, it was equipable, but like anyone could equip it. It looks like only Carrack can, and I'm having him equip it. That's a lot of damage to go up. The Orichalcum's nice and all, but the Masamune was... It was like, in the original game, it was Ultima Weapon and Masamune that were like the strongest weapons. And they were usable by everyone. In this game, that's not true, which I kind of like that fact, but it doesn't really matter. I'm thinking against Chaos. I've been trying to think about how I'm gonna actually. That's a lie. I have not thought about how I'm gonna do Chaos. Is he weaker with that than the Orichalcum? I want to see against the other Tiamate. No, yeah, okay, so he does more damage. Significantly more damage. but he doesn't heal himself. Also, we're gonna fight Tiamate again. Who would have thought I would speed up through Tiamate? Whoa, what did I get? Well, I don't know what I got. I got something from him. Anyway, let's go ahead and beat the game, huh? This episode's gonna be significantly shorter. Okay. Oh, crap. Alright. Here we are. Game freezing time. Oh, yep. We got all the death enemies now. Because chaos and all. Ooh, Pharaoh. That's a new enemy. Kiki Jumanji, we also got that. So wait, do we have 95%? Oh, 97. Holy crap. What do I have left? I might actually attempt to get that 100% bestiary because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies left in the game that I have untouched. So originally I thought this guy added new enemies to the game. I guess he didn't. But anyway, this is it. We're gonna leave those. Here we go. Whew, let's finish this. I'm actually a little bit sad because I really enjoyed this. Oh, I didn't realize that the elemental fiends are here. That's cool. Do you remember me? I was once known as a Knight of Cornelia. 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me then, but the 4 great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the 4 fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the 4 great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. Time for the super transformation. I really liked how they did this, the end of this game. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return. Born again into this endless circle that I have created. And here we go. Crank up your volume for this awesome soundtrack. So it's standard. Oh, I'm actually gonna turn mine up. So it's a standard protocol here for Chaos, as far as I know. We'll see how this goes. See what kind of curveballs are thrown at me. I would think that the quest or the mod creator would expect players to be a really high level and would have a huge health pool with their characters. So, like, even new spells would be a pretty cool thing to see. Okay. I am going to throw all my buffs on, just so that I can actually enjoy them. And I might need them, who knows. So, oh god. Chaos had, 20,000 health in the original game. I hope, he has a lot more than that. I want to use Vanish. Oh my god. He might die here. Okay. We must have like 16,000 or 18,000 damage. I don't know. Blaze, wow. We've already seen this attack. Unfortunately. Do a lot, please. Oh, wow. That did do 6,000. I don't even know what I want to do. I guess... Oh, wait. You know, just attack, honestly. This kind of sucks, how easy this is. Oh my god. Well, like, what's weird is... This was easy. Chaos in this version of the game was easier than in the original game. And I read in the README that he would be... like, this game would be easy if you over-leveled. And that was how the original game was. But I think this mod still needs a little bit of balancing, because that was a lot of... we were doing a lot of damage there. But anyway, that's it. That was Chaos. What was that, like 6 hits we killed him in? This was a really fun mod, honestly, even with all the weird stuff. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. Yeah, I like that spells couldn't stack. That was one thing I really liked. The light of the 4 crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. And at first I didn't like that, because I thought it would be hard to be able to actually buff up and do a lot of damage. Boy, was I wrong about that. Getting damage was not hard. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. I forgot how much I like this song. Oh man, I'm gonna miss this Final Fantasy 1. But magnified by the 4 forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the Fiends. I was expecting this to be almost 2 episodes in length, but God, I'm at 16 minutes now. Nothing's gonna get cut out, really. Monsters ran rampant, and the world sank into darkness. See, now that was always my question in these kinds of games, Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. Do the monsters still exist? Because some of them are just normal creatures, like wolves. But all that is now past. With the 4 fiends flowing as they were meant, 4 forces, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. Like ogres, too. I don't know, I guess they are just made violent or something. I think some games explain that. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? I think it was in Dragon Quest. It's usually Dragon Quest games where they say, ooh, the monsters are more violent. But that doesn't mean that, like, they were still monsters. They're just now more violent. None can say. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever. But the bravery of 4 young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. None will ever recall the struggle before endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. Time paradoxes run rampant through Final Fantasy games forever. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. But anyway, as always, I leave all links in the descriptions to play these games, and I really advise you guys play this. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reach for the heavens even as they fell. The game stuck. That was a little weird. But yeah, I leave all sufficient links in the description. You'll need to find yourself a ROM and an emulator, but that's basically it. Like the ROM is, or the hack is there. And now their return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. But yeah, I really advise you guys play this, and I might play this again on my own with different classes, just to see what other combinations I could do. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. I would say that's cliche, but you gotta think this was also I don't know when this game came out originally. For you are the warrior who crossed time. Just at that last minute. Up until then, not really. Well, I guess technically we were, because this was a cycle and it was happening, and I guess we kind of just jumped in that one cycle where it was broken. You are the bringer of light. Not unlike the sword Lightbringer. And that is that. Alright, well. Oh. I don't remember these credits. Oh, the pirates. This was amazing. I have always loved Final Fantasy 1. And, oh, they're rebuilding the Western Keep. But this definitely added a lot to it. It definitely forced me to play the game in a way I had never played it before, which is exactly what you want in ROM hacks or like Zelda Classic Quest. You want those. You want that. You love these games. But you've played them so much that they do get a little bit bland, like, oh man, I wish this was harder, or I wish there was something that can make me play this differently, make it feel fresh. This game I love, make it feel fresh again. That is exactly what this did. Now granted, the story, like the flow of the game, like the storyline, the quests, the order at which you beat the game is almost the exact same. Well, I'm gonna say it is the exact same. I chose to play it a different way. I still could have gone for Bahamut right away, but for one, it wasn't really worth doing in that way. But I still could have. But it still definitely made me play the game differently because enemies were different, bosses were harder, and well, I say that, but they weren't. They would have been if I didn't overlevel. Like I wish I didn't. I mean, I was gonna hit level 99 eventually, but I kind of wish I didn't do that big grinding session when I was near Crescent Lake after the Lich. But without actually completely rewriting the entire game, this mod did exactly what you would want it to do. It definitely made me feel like I felt excited to play this again. Because the characters were different, how you worked with them were a little bit different, and that's why I might play this again, just to see what other combinations I could do. There's 12 classes as opposed to the original, well, there were 6 that would get a class upgrade, so technically you could say there were 12, but one was bound to another. In this, it was all fresh, and from the start. But anyway, that's that for that. I guess I'll just see you all in the next Let's Play. Goodbye. Ooh. Yes.